Hello, 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 everyone. I am just going to pop back over to YouTube and get people to come over to this stream. I will be back in just a minute. Did that come out correctly? Back in just a minute. Just put a be right back in my comment section there, and I will be right back. We'll see if this will work. All right. This is, bear with me a second, guys. I've lost, I got too many tabs open here again. All right. Let's mute this. Okay. Wait a minute. Where am I? Am I muted? I should not be muted on here. All right. My goodness gracious. I am having so much trouble with YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, goodness, this is very annoying. You have no idea. All right. We will hope for the best. Oi. Oi. I don't know how to bring people over from that other silly thing that's going on YouTube. If it's streaming on my old one or, you know. Okay, anyway, I'm here. Good morning. Nice to see you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. It's a beautiful sunshiny day, 21 degrees Celsius, 24 with the hi, and I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties with YouTube again. Had to move to StreamYard. 24 with the Humidex, which means it is 69 Fahrenheit, 75 with the Humidex. And it's supposed to get warmer. And you know how it goes. All right. So I have 901 tabs open on my computer because hey, Lee, welcome to the, I don't know if anybody else struggles the way I do, but this is just getting absolutely ridiculous using YouTube for me lately. It just goes round and round, and I'll be watching someone, and in the middle of everything, it just stops working and goes round and round for a few seconds. And yeah, all right. So I'm here. You guys are here. Today I want to make some book boards. I want to do it JB5 style. That's what I had planned on doing. So I've got paint, I've got stencils, I've got mark making stuff. I've got my mucky thing for spreading paint on the book boards that I have done. And these book boards I had originally cut at 4x6 on my Fiskars cutter. None of them are the same size. So I had to trim them down. But if you can see, like, I don't know if my cutter is off or it's me. All I know is I never get proper 6-inch stuff. Yeah. YouTube is being just a pain in the butt. Hey, Candy, welcome. Glad you found us. I had to switch over because YouTube just wasn't connecting. So, book boards. So this is 2 pieces of cereal box. I put the printed sides together, and it gives a really nice sturdy, 2 layers of the cardboard. It makes for a really nice book board. And as I say, I tried to cut them 4x6. They're not 4x6. They're somewhere approximately 4x6. This is probably part of the reason I don't measure, because it doesn't work for me, even if I've got the slicer cutter thing. But for a 4x6, it works great on if we're just doing folded over regular pieces of paper. It fits in nicely this way. So you have, good solid something to write on when we have all these pages that have things on them, right? So that you've got a nice solid place to work. And it works nice on the little ones as well, because we can put it in this way and have a nice big flat surface to work on. So anyway, I'm doing 4x6 book boards. I thought I would do them JB5 style, and I'm going to start with paint. So I brought out 4 different kinds of, 2 colors, 2 shades of 4 different colors. Yellow and orange, I consider one color. It's been a long week today, and I can't believe that I had everything set up. I was ready to go, and that really threw me for a loop. Go figure. So we're going to start with the oranges and yellows, and I have 16 of these here, so I'm going to do 4 of each color combination, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Now, we know that not everybody has brayers, etc. to play with. So I've got a old card here. So I'm going to smear some, and I'm going to brayer some, and we're just going to have some fun. So I've got the card thing, and we're just going to, yellow and orange, are both colors that don't cover great, right? But that's fine, because this is just the primary layer, and it's going to be what it's going to be. You can see that I've used this card so it comes out in stripes, which is okay too, because we're going for texture and things. This is the wrong side of the board. This will be the one that is down. I'm going to try really hard not to get paint on the other side. Too late, I already did. But we're just going to, it's coming out kind of orangey because of the cardboard underneath. Interesting. No, green. It's coming out green. Or am I picking up green paint? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to be a mucky mess. I hope that's not going to bother anybody. So I'm going to scrape 2, and then I'm going to brayer 2. And I'm going to do that for all the color combinations. Now, when we do journals by 5s, I know I'm supposed to time it. I'm not going to bother. We're just playing today. Spending some quality time today. I would like to wish Anne a wonderful birthday for tomorrow. It's her birthday tomorrow, our beautiful Anne. I will message her, of course, later as well. But I just want to let everybody know it's Anne's birthday tomorrow. Yay! Let the crowd go wild. Right? Sorry, Anne. So I have an old kids workbook here. I'm going to put my stuff down on it to brayer. I need a bit more paint. It's kind of a mustardy color. Kind of a mustard. You know what? I'm going to run out of space here really fast, aren't I? Oi, it's okay. Need just a little bit more because I have one more to do. These ones are real kind of stripy and interesting, but I will get that other effects later with some stencils and stuff too. So we're going to start with paint, then we're going to do paper. I have various kinds of paper, of course. I've got some napkin. I've got some dictionary page. All right. So now I've got all this beautiful color. I'm just going to smear it on here. Because I'm going to be doing the pinks next. I'm going to kind of do it in some semblance of order, we think. So I'm just going to take this book and pick up whatever is left. It was a busy weekend here because it was our birthday weekend. I'm going to have lots of some nice sprayer off color stuff that I can use. I've been cleaning, guys. You know, we know how Kim cleans. 5 minutes of cleaning, 10 minutes of playing with stuff she finds, right? So I have ended up with a whole bunch of these little cups of flowers and leaves and what have you, because I have been doing the cleanup my way. Good morning, Carol. Nice to see you. Really enjoyed your pictures from your trip. BC is a beautiful place to, oh, look. We got chunks, guys. We got chunks. It's gone now. It's gone now. Okay, I got that to get chunks later. So I've got two different kinds of pink. This one's probably thick, like toothpaste. I have a feeling it's very old. So my Canadian friends, doing anything for Canada Day today? Okay, so we scrape 2 and roll 2. Okay. I don't have as much room here as I thought I had. And I know that's not going to surprise any of you. And I thought I was organized. I am not. Surprise! This is what happens when I miss a week of streaming. I haven't been down here to even play for the past week. Hey, Susan, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so I need some place. You know what? One day I will be totally organized and you guys won't have to deal with this stuff I'm doing here. Okay, we're going to move this over so we can see. We're going to scrape 2. This one has printing on it, so I want to do it with a darker color. These do not cover properly or nicely. So we're going to scrape 2. Oh, look, I still got orange on the scraper. That's okay. We're just playing. We are just playing today. I am going to have to put a backing on these book boards. I kind of thought that to begin with, because I figured I would get paint on the backs of them. I was going to try really hard not to. Oh, see, that's the one with like a printing on this one too. You know what? Maybe I can just cover that with paper instead of worrying about it. That's what I'll do. Okay, so we've scraped 2. And now we're going to roll 2. Let's get this paint off up here. Yep, I'm definitely going to have to cover these up completely. It's okay. It just makes for a solider? What? More solid book board. And that's what we want, right? Because, yeah, it's Canada Day. It is Canada Day. Canada's birthday. Lots of celebrations going on across the country. Whoop. Next. See, now these are sticking because I got so much paint on. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm sorry if anybody got confused with that silly mix-up. I am seriously having so much trouble with YouTube. I've got the premium where I pay for this silly thing, and it's not staying connected. I was watching Shannon last night, and it seriously shut down. Every 8 minutes or so, it would go round and round. It would only last a few seconds, but it was long enough to be a real pain in my... just very annoying, let's see. Very annoying. Okay, so this is going to be my brayer off. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Brenda. I'm glad you found me over here. I had difficulty. Silly YouTube. I have this old kids workbook. It's like this thick. And I figured, you know what? I don't have any littles anymore. And the kids used it really well. So might as well use it as my brayer offs, etc. All right, so we have done the pinks and the orange and the yellow. Let's do the blues. I've got a lot of pink on here. Blue and green. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's it was our birthday weekend. So my birthday's on the 28th. Ron's is on the 30th. We got married on the 29th. So he never had an excuse to forget our anniversary. So it used to be a reason for a big, long party when we were younger. Now we're old. Although my kids came on Thursday and my daughter made food, so I didn't have to cook. I don't cook for my birthday or anniversary. I refuse. Figure my days, anyway. So they came Thursday it was going to be paint night, but ended up being just a really nice family supper. And so she brought a curry dish for those of us who like curry, which I really like, and I only get it sporadically. And she made a big pot of homemade baked beans. She makes the most fantastic baked beans. So Ron had baked beans on toast. And then, of course, she brought over a bunch of deer sausage and stuff as well to go with things. And then my younger daughter picked up a cake. And it was just an absolutely lovely, lovely celebration on Thursday. And then on my birthday, my nephew came over because he wanted to smoke some meat. And I said, I don't cook on my birthday, so if you want lunch, you better bring something. I'm a nice aunt, eh? So he brought over, he wanted to smoke some pork tenderloin for pulled pork. This is kind of purpley. It did pick up the other colors with the brayer. Not quite as bad with the, it's kind of muddy looking. It's okay. We can make that pretty because we know how. Yeah, so he brought over pork tenderloin and chicken thighs. So we had that all smoked up for supper. It was lovely. And then our anniversary, we went out for a meal. And then yesterday was Ron's birthday, so I cooked one of his favorite meals. And we painted the inside of the greenhouse. I started that beforehand because basically we can use it kind of like a gazebo. This is picking up all kinds of stuff from the background, which is fine. Okay, now let's brayer this off. Take that page and see what we can pull. So yeah, it was a lovely, lovely weekend. We went out for supper which was lovely. And just kind of hung around all day, sat out in the yard in the sunshine, and made plans for how we want to do like a little porch kind of thing off the greenhouse gazebo thing, the purple shed, because it's not green, it's purple. The inside is green now. Painted it a really, really, really dark green. It's lovely. Oh, wait a minute. Thought I had 16. 3, that's 3, 4, 8, 12. Oh, yeah, okay, I can't count it. All's good. Yeah, so painted the inside a really dark green, kind of like this. It's very dark in there. But the thing is that we sit in there in the wintertime when it's like 30 below out. It stays warmer in there. And we have a little heater that we put in just to take a bit of the chill off. Then it'll get up to 30 degrees from the sun and the windows. But the thing being is our next door neighbor has trees and it's starting to block off our sunlight, even in the winter. There's so many branches and stuff there that, anyway, I decided it's going to be like a room extension from the house, and I want to get some cute little furniture and almost turn it into like a she shed kind of thing. But I mean, we'll both be out there like in the evenings. And I want to stream from there, but I'm having so much trouble connecting to silly YouTube that I'm leery to even try it. Might be an experiment later this week once I've got the table and stuff set up in there. I do. Yeah, I use a jelly plate for my palette. I've got a jelly plate. It's over there someplace. I love using the gel plate. And yes, it would be easier, but oh my, I really do have to cover those backs. It's a combination of being lazy and okay, it's not a combination. This was handy, and because I don't know, I don't know why I sprayed all that on there now. It's okay. It's okay. Perfectly fine. We'll do this. Not picking up much of that neon green, which is okay too. Just gives me a chance to use it as a stencil or something when I'm doing the next couple of layers. Okay, how long did that take? 23 minutes since I started. Not bad. Not bad. We'll take those pages off right away. I'm getting surrounded on the floor by painted cards. Just fine. I love these kids' old workbooks and stuff. They make wonderful additions for collage. They really, really do. All right. All right. Okay, so now we're going to start gluing papers down. I was going to use Mod Podge. It's over there. Let's just grab it. Roll the chair back and not do it through the paint. Maybe. Oh, wow. You know what? I have been cleaning so much, I end up with It's like a hoarder's trail behind me. And okay, I got Mod Podge. I just need to find a brush I can use for that. A reasonably fugly brush. We'll use this. So I've got napkins, got some fun napkins, and some of them aren't stripped yet, but it's okay. We'll figure this out as we go. Okay, we started with these ones. And they're probably not totally dry yet, but it's just fine. I'm going to flip this over. So you can see the difference between the scraped paint and the brayered paint. You can definitely see drag marks. It stains them. You know what? I'm not as particular. I like all the grunge left over on the gel plate, all the artifacts. I think it's a wonderful thing. I really do. I like getting those greeblies and making things look old. So I've got a Korean English dictionary. Because as I say, we're doing this like journaling by fives. So the first step is paint. The next one is paper. And it's usually timed. I'm not timing anything today. All right. So I've cut 4 hunks. We're just going to put them down. Oh, look. Let's dip the whole brush in because why not? So what do you guys do for the weekend? Gave you my lowdown. Who's been doing creative stuff? I have not been doing anything creative. Seriously. I got the paint for redoing my door, my mural on my garage door. But I figured I wanted to get the greenhouse done first. And also with the garage door, when the sun's beating down on it, the paint dries so darn quick that, what? Is the reason. It dries too quick to do some nice blending, which is fine. I mean, it's a garage door. It doesn't have to be blended either, but you know. So, of course, these are all going to get done differently with paper. The 4 of the same color, I'm going to kind of do the same ways to begin with. Okay, so I kind of like those. I think I want some tissue paper as well. Got some lime green, and look, I've got some orange. And yes, I just ripped off a hunk. So I got some pretty green and some orange. So I think I want to just add some of the orange to these orange ones. Oh, it's not even ripping nice. It's a day, Kim. Just settle down here. Crazy lady. All right, we've got some orange for that. Just because we can. because we can. Haven't quite decided what kind of focal points I want on these either, which is fine. I might just leave the focal points until they're going into the journals that I want them in. Oh, we're going to get a bit of texture in this one, evidently, which is fine too. Hey, Becca, good morning. How are ya? How are ya? I'm doing this kind of journaling by fives, but on book boards. Just putting paper down. I've got 16 book boards I want to do. So I did 4 in each color combination. Oh, this is a long one. It's got to go this way. Never mind. All's good. It's just Mod Podge. It will cover with the next layer of stuff anyway. All right. So the first color now has paint and paper. Awesome. So those can go aside to dry. We'll hope that over there will work. The second color I did was the pinks. So what are we going to put on these? I'm going to put the Korean dictionary on all of them because I like them. They're odd. Hey, Stacy, welcome, hon. Haven't seen you for a while. Getting what shots? What shots are we getting? Oh, cat shots. My goodness, yeah. Do you have to get rabies shots for your cat, Becca? Like, don't they stay in the house an awful lot? Like, what kind of shots? Just the regular distemper kind of things? I am going to need to trim the edges. Okay, like I was saying, I thought I had cut all of these 4x6. When I glued them together, they were nowhere near all the same. So I had to trim them down. So these are not 4x6. Oh, you don't want big lumpy paint things on the back. Sorry, I got to smooth those out a little bit. With my hands, obviously. Because that's the side you want underneath. One side gets decorated, one side does not. So I've started another chunky book because, you know, Kim can't have just 2 projects or 10 on the go. 12-week-old shots. See, I've never had cats because I'm allergic to them. So I don't know what kind of shots cats get. I know that dogs get distemper and rabies. Now, I had kind of thought maybe I'll do it on the next one. Next color. Oh. Where do you want to go? Right in the middle this way. Candy has a basement cat. My girlfriend's cat was a barn cat. And so as a kitten, she adopted it out of the barn from her next door neighbor's place. But he keeps going back over there and fighting. So she calls it, he goes to Fight Club now. Poor cat. But now he's getting a little old for that. But when he was younger, it was definitely a really big thing for him to go back next door and be a Twizook. All right, switch those out for the blue ones. Now what I want to do, something completely different, is I want to make some, okay, we're going to take this page stuff, and we're going to fold it so that it's kind of like a square. And I'm going to find my scissors. Scissors over here. Oh, they're little scissors, so it's okay. I don't even know how many pages I've got here, but it's fine. Then I can use those, rip them on the other ones. And we're going to do this. There's a lot of pages here. I'm going to regret this, I bet you anything. But it's okay. You fold those up and then fold that in half. And we're going to make flowers because I want, you know. Okay, so we've got this triangular thing on the fold. I'm going to cut petals. Oh, yep. That's really thick. Oh, very thick. Very, very thick. And I have no idea what these flowers are going to look like, guys. But that's nothing new in my world. Because, you know, I'm just winging it the way I always do. Okay, Carol. Well, these are definitely going to be interesting. They're kind of more like snowflakes than they're square flowers. But you know what? It's fine. Because we all know I'm just going to be putting them on halfway anyway. Right? We're going to cut them in half or quarters or whatever. And we're going to put them down on two separate sides. Like this. Hanging off the edge a little bit. Because sometimes you just need something different. Then we're going to take that one and we're just going to put it in the corner. Over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that until I start putting it down. Oh, I want it right in the corner though. Right in the corner. Hang it over the sides like that. Like that. See? Like this. Make sure that those are down. And we'll take that other one and we'll stick it up like this. Why not, right? Because we've got to have fun doing this. This picked up all kinds of greeblies from this plastic, which is fine. Take another one of those. I'm going to kind of cut it in half. Oh, there's 2 of them here, maybe 3. It's fine, it's fine. They don't want to come apart. There we go. Have to slide them. And I'll put this one on the edge here. I don't know if it's too big or not. We'll find out. We will find out. Okay. All right. So, my friends down south, what kind of plans do you guys have for the 4th? Do you have family barbecues and stuff planned, or neighborhood barbecues or anything? And I'll put this one like this. Because even though we're doing the mass production thing, we don't want them all the same. Right. There's 2. Let's just strip this one totally into quarters. This half into quarters, and we'll just do 4 corners. Different, make them different. So yeah, any barbecues? One of your sons stays in the basement. Old and grouchy. Hey, I'm old and grouchy. I stay in the basement. Haven't really been referred to as a cat since I was little. But, you know, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you guys know. Oh, nice. Nice. It's still crazy birthday celebrations here. My one of my best friends, her birthday's on the 4th. My eldest daughter's is on the 7th. My sister's is on the 8th. My nephew's is on the 10th. It just never ends. Never. It's crazy. I don't know if my family's different from other families. It really seems to go in spurts. I've got a whack load in November and a whack load in February. And June, July, like late June, July. It's crazy. And we're not a very big family. So that one's got 4 corners. I guess I should cover the whole thing with Mod Podge because this is a gloss and that is definitely not shiny in the middle there. Close enough. Look, I have a whole bunch. Yeah, I'm not familiar with them either. Would you be able to share the... Oh, I don't think you could share the link on here. If you could send it to me in Messenger, I could post it and Meet Your Creativity. I don't know if you're part of Meet Your Creativity, Andrea. Oh, I just dipped that way past the fair. You know, that's the one thing about using Mod Podge. Always have to make sure you're using a fugly brush, because if you're like me, you dip it far too deep. Far too deep. And we'll put this one on this side. Now, of course, once these are finished and I've got everything done, I can decorate these paper flowers. I can doodle on them so they actually look like flowers. Or I could just leave them. Because after this, it is stencils and stamps. Ooh, bad. Can't talk. It's okay. There we go. So those ones are done. Those ones took a little bit longer. Hey, Jean, good morning, hon. Jean and I have a play date set up for today. I'm excited. I am very excited. Jean and I have not played for a while. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Sorry, I'm tossing these onto the floor to dry, and they just stacked up on me, and I don't want them to stack, so I'm here. Oh, that would be awesome. And then I got these green ones. So I need to ask, any of you guys having issues with YouTube? Is it just me? I mean, Ron's got the same problem, but I figure it's because we're in the same house, and, you know, it's highly likely. Oh, this has pink paint on it. Don't know that I want the pink. It did turn out well. It did. This is just mucky. And this one is just going to be random pieces of paper like the other one. Except this one is also going to have tissue paper as well. I don't know. Yeah, I really haven't been watching much of anything YouTube-wise. I've been trying to clean my room and my area here. Not going very well, but I do have a lot of stuff sorted, which is nice. Very, very nice. I just have to organize. Like it's sorted and it's organized. I just have to figure out where I'm putting stuff. So see, I pulled those napkins out and I didn't even use the napkins. Go figure. Okay. We don't care. We really don't care. I probably could have used a bigger brush. You know what? Maybe I'm going to put that right on the edge because it's a straight line. Don't really want. It's not cooperating because it's semi-wet. There we go. There we go. You still waking up? All right. Let's put that one there. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Andrea, for sharing another channel to watch. This one's going to go on this edge. Because again, it's flat. It's going to go all the way. All the way. Definitely going to be interesting. Oh, thanks, Lee. Oh, the other link. New link. Wait. All right. Thanks, Jean. Yeah, it's still early for Jean. Speaking of which, talking to one of my subscribers, and I think I'm going to end up going to change my Tuesdays to 11 o'clock in the morning from 9 o'clock in the morning because she says it's too early that she can't get up and misses being here for the live. So what do you guys think? Should I change it to 11? I'm also thinking of going back to streaming 3 days a week. So the second Sunday would be an art stream. And then I'd have to figure out what other day I would stream. You stayed up too late? Is there such a thing? I've been bad. Seriously, I have been waking up at like 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning. That is not like me. So I think that's another reason I don't mind changing my Tuesdays to later? Sorry, I'll be right back. Just want to dump that Mod Podge brush in the water so that it doesn't do the rock hard thing that it has a tendency to do. All right, so we have done those. We've done paper on all. We have done the paint. Let's not roll over them with your chair, Kim. Now we get to do some stamping and stenciling. And what do we want to do? I think I want to use... What about that? That's a snowflake. How about you if we use some of these little ones that I've got? And on the orange ones, you don't have to answer to anyone. I'm going to use black. I'm going to use black. Well, this has uglies in it too. Yeah, I don't have to answer to anyone either. Although I probably should have been out watering my flowers while I could still breathe out there. Our air is supposed to take a dive today, quality-wise. I think I'm going to put some dots, black dots, a little bit of black dots. We'll start with the orange ones. And we need a sponge. Looky, looky. It fell on the floor too. Okay. A few black dots. Yeah, it's okay if it's mucky. It's rainy and drizzly there today. It's sunny. It's sunny and pretty. And I painted the inside of my greenhouse a dark green. Just some little freckles kind of things I'm putting on these ones. This stencil has seen better days, obviously. They're kind of smeary, but let's try this area. Maybe that's a little bit better. That's a bit better. Bit better. Got some stenciling happening. Oh, take the banner off. Oh, yeah. Okay. How do I do that? I have to find it. There we go. There we go. Sorry. I am just putting some spots on. They don't have to be everywhere, but a few areas. No, thank you for letting me know, because I wouldn't have thought about that, because I'm not looking up there. You know, I'm working. Yeah, I mean, as a you know. It's why I appreciate you guys so much. You call me on my craziness. Hey, lady. What are you doing? You can't see what you're doing. So this isn't wasn't really cut as a stencil. This was cut as yellow because I needed the yellow for one of the floral things that I do. Speaking of floral things, I gave my young lady her journal and she absolutely loved it. And I said that I had input from you guys, and she said to thank you. So thank you for the input for the journal from my girl. It was lovely, lovely. Okay, so now pink's the next one. I don't know what I want to do on the pink ones. How about if I stamp them with black, with this? Where's my brayer? Yeah, it turned out beautiful. I was going to do a flip through, and then I thought, I'm not sure if she watches me or not. And I really didn't want to take the chance. So she did. She loved it, which I thought was wonderful. And of course, my grandson's going, ooh, I can leave you little notes in here. You'll never find them. Because I went crazy with the bits, right? Oh, you were seeing that in your... Okay. I get you. All right. So I used that stamp. I like it. I find with these wooden stamps, it works best to use a roller on. And if I had, you got to press hard to get the whole thing in, or do it on thinner pieces of paper. But it's okay. You've got a second screen? Yeah, I've got a small screen and a big screen, but my small screen is kind of way over to the side, hidden partially by the big screen. So I want to jury rig this setup as well. I'm not a fan. Hey, Carrie, welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome back, Candy. I'm on to the stamping portion of these stamps and stencils. Doing the JB5. I am so ticked off at YouTube. I'm going to have to contact them because I want to know what's going on. That's like the second or third time I've tried to stream and I couldn't even get on to YouTube. It wouldn't connect for my live to go through. So I had to do it through StreamYard. Which is okay, but I don't, I'm not paying for StreamYard and I don't want to have to start paying if I'm using hours, right? Nuts, I tell you. Yeah. Okay, why am I getting blank spots? Aside from the fact that the boards are bending, and that's better. It's okay. It's okay. We just need hints of these things. Okay, now we have the blue ones to do. What am I going to do on the blue ones? Thoughts? Anyone? Oh, I have a thought. Why not? Where is that thing? where was I? Probably Dollarama. And I got this. Can't find it. Never mind. It will have to go on a gel print day because it isn't where I thought I put it. And I know that doesn't surprise a single one of you. None of you. Okay. I've got these little maple leaf things that I could do maple leaves. Let's see if they work. Oh, okay. But it's disconnecting in the like if I'm watching somebody, Becca, it's disconnecting me in the middle and it goes round and round and round. And I'm having trouble even connecting in the first place. Like it seems it takes forever for it to load a video. Yeah. A few little maple leaves. What the heck? It's Canada Day. Guess I should have been doing them in red. That's okay too. All right. All right. All right. Gonna have to put some black down. I'm gonna be a real mucky mess by the end of this, guys. That's kind of cute. I like it. Are you dry? Do I dare? Why not? Why not? Let's put it over there. I don't care. Yeah, I might have to. What? Can't remember. Oh, memory is really rough these days. I have to remember. Maybe I'll do a test run of that, Becca, and see if that. Oh, see, hold it down properly. See if that works. Refresh. So you go out, you refresh, and you come back. See, I just had it sitting on my screen waiting to start. I set it up and then just left it there. Yeah, they're doing a bunch of updates for sure. Okay. Okay. I'm just like, goes around and around and frustrating. Crazy frustrating. All right. So I've done the orange ones with the polka dots, this one with the maple leaves, and then I use stamps on the pink ones. I guess maybe I'll have to use a stamp on the green one. What I was actually thinking of doing on these was, those floral collage things I do with all the little flowers? Maybe I'll do those as the focal points on these. Just hit the refresh. Okay. Just hit the refresh. Okay. I will definitely have to try that, Becca. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Sherry. I'm going to be very mucky. Lots of black paint. Did I get them all? I got all of the blues done with the little maple leaves. Now I've got the green ones to do. I think I'm leaving black thumbprints. What are we going to do with the black ones? I guess another stamp. What about this stamp? I think I want a smaller one like that. What have I got? What have I got? Nope, let's use this one. I think this likes being brayered too better than just getting dunked in the paint. A little more paint. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't connecting for love nor money this morning. That's why I ended up coming over to StreamYard. But like I say, I'm not paying for StreamYard, so kind of irritates me that I need to do that. Like this little stamp. This is one of those pieces of floor left over from the floor when Ron redid our floors. That I carved out to do this with. Use waterproof ink. I do not use waterproof ink. I have learned that I should use it, but I don't always have it. You don't understand any of it? Yeah, Candy. I'm not really a computer person either. Yes, Jean has a channel. And Sherry has a channel. And Becca has a channel. See, I need to learn how to do that Nightbot thing so that you guys can just hit it and put your channels in. The way it works for Becca and Shannon. I need to learn to do that. Ink everywhere. Oh no. I have paint everywhere. But I think I can clear a lot of this away now because it's going to be the finer details. There. So again, these are all different but the same. All right, this stuff can go away. I don't have a table behind me to put it on. Well, I do have a table behind me, but it is piled so high with stuff that, it's just not going to be any help. This can go here. Paint. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the paint again for a little bit more detail work. I'll leave that. This stuff can just go away over here. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, that's okay. All right. So, much to my dismay, I think I want to add some like gold dots and lines or whatever. I guess that's part of the doodling. But I have a feeling I would like to do it now so it's more in the background because I'll still be doing focal points. I just have to find my gold. I had it recently. That's not metallic. Look at metallic gold, guys. Where would it go? Craft a latch. I am totally trapped in this area now. There we go. I have a metallic gold. Hey! Nice to see you, Doretha. Nice to see you. Oh, I just pushed my glasses up on my face and I feel like I got paint all the way up my nose. Oh, you know what else? I chopped off all my hair, guys. My hair is about this long. This long. Seriously, I chopped it off. I needed to do that. All right. So now I have gold down on this here palette thing. And I'm going to take this big flat brush. I'm just going to make marks. They're not going to show very much. They could be very, very subtle, but that's just fine. I'm just going to do something like that on all of them, all 16. Because I got to use this gold paint up, guys. I've done it before, Anne, but I mean, I was going through quite a bad depression, like with my sister passing and stuff. I was not doing well, so I would go days without brushing it, and you know how long it was. I mean, it was almost down to my waistband. So by the time I brushed it, I was ripping half of it out. So I needed to chop it off until I am in a better, you know, you know, I know you know. I just needed to be in a frame of mind where I'll actually look after it for it to be long, because just not there. Just not there. I'm getting there. I am getting there. I'm just not there yet. And that's also part of the native culture as well, right? That when you're in mourning, you chop your hair off. So there was kind of like two reasons that it happened. Yeah, kind of liking putting this gold down. You really can't see it. Seriously, it's very, very subtle. Yeah, a physical change, definitely. Definitely. So yeah, I'm liking it. It's weird, I have to admit. It's very weird. Sure, using a lot less shampoo though. Yeah, a trip would also be something. But I mean, now with the garden and everything happening, that's just not going to happen until fall or whatever. Although I'm trying to convince Ron that we should take a train to the East Coast and rent a vehicle and then just fly back. But something different, something totally different. I like it when you can't see the gold. It's just going to be shiny. That's so cool, Jean. It really is. I think I want circles with these. Do I have a smaller brush here? Smaller brush, I need you. You'll work. You will work. Oh, it's a liner brush. Doesn't matter. You'll still give me my circles. Probably I won't see these when it comes to doodling, and I'll doodle right across them anyway. But we all know that when you're doing backgrounds, a lot of it's going to get covered up anyhow. It sounds like a blast, Jean. Really does. I'd love to have peeps to go on a weekend like that. I mean, I'd signed up for that scrapbooking retreat. Couldn't go the first day because of the smoke. And then this night of the first day, my sister passed, so I didn't make the second day. But there's a big one in October in the city. It's a whole weekend. And it's from 9 in the morning till midnight. So I was thinking that if I found, well, I mean, I would go by myself. That's not a problem. I have no problem meeting new people. But I would have to get a hotel room in the city because there's no way that I would be driving back and forth at 11, at midnight. My night vision sucks. So it would be an expensive weekend, but I think it would be kind of fun. And yeah, I know it's a scrapbooker's retreat, but I think I could have fun anyway. Oh, is your hair curly, Jean? Were you doing like a poodle thing? My hair is so flat and so thin, and now it's so short, I look bald. I have to wear a hat out in the sun. Otherwise, I'm going to fry my head. No, just flat. I can relate to that. Totally flat, so that when it's humid, I feel like I'm wearing a helmet. Pardon me. But it was even that way with my long hair. I am running out of places to put this stuff to dry, guys. And I'm doing little gold dashes on these ones. Ah. What room are you in at the asylum? I love that. Yeah, that's the way my hair was when I wasn't brushing it. I get you. I can understand that one. I can definitely understand that one. Let's do. This is the last one, guys. I'm cruising. Hour and a half, and I've got the paint, the paper, the stencils, and stamping done. That's not bad. On 16 of these book boards. So now just have to decide what kind of. Oh, you know what would be really nice, guys? What about if I did fan trashy flowers on them? Yeah, Carrie, I got a lady I'd only met once before. Like, she lives in town here, and we'd found a budgie, and she ended up taking the budgie, and she's got him as a pet. So I kind of met her, by dropping this budgie off, blah, 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 kind of thing. And she said that she did hair. And so I said, oh, very cool. So I phoned her when I decided that I was going to lop it all off. And I get there, and she's trimming it nice, and she's leaving it about shoulder length. And I said, no. I want it gone. Like, I want it this long. And she's, oh. So she was leery to do it because she doesn't know me. And, of course, it's really, really short now. So she was back combing it a little bit, and then she was using a curling iron to give it a little bit more body. And I just kind of looked at her, and I said, you do realize that I will never be doing that. And she goes, I know, but I just wanted to have some body when you're leaving, kind of thing, right? So it was fun. I had a lot of fun. All right, we're going to trim off all these edges now. So what do you guys think? Should I do? Oh, look, I really definitely have to put solid something on the backs of these. What do you guys think if I do fan trashy flowers on all of them? That will be my focal point, and then I can just doodle around them. Poor mom. Oh, no. Yeah. But I mean, I've been wearing my hair the same way since I was 13 years old, right? Parted down the middle and long. Except for the, very, very few times that I lopped it off. Fan trashy flowers are a good choice? All right. Because I figure that way they could go with almost anything, right? But I do like the way the background's turned out. And then I can do a big spray of flowers. And then, as I say, since I'm going to have to put a backing on it, I'm just going to use plain cardstock. We'll do plain cardstock backing. Solid color. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. My mouse is in my way. I do things like that often. I'll be going, why is that there? Yeah, no, my hair has always been really, really thin. Even when I was pregnant. It was brutal. I had a girlfriend who was taking hairdressing course, cosmetology, and I was her guinea pig. So this was like 44 years ago. Seriously. 44 years ago, I went to her just after, I guess Megan was about a year-ish old, my oldest daughter. I decided I wanted to dye my hair purple or magenta or whatever. And that was when the stuff cellophane came out. So, no, first I got a perm. That's it. I got a perm. And I can't remember if I got the perm first or the hair first. I guess I got the perm first. Anyway, she put this cellophane in, and Honestly, I glowed under fluorescent lights. It was supposed to be a really nice burgundy, and I glowed under lights. Now, we tried to dim it down a little bit because it was so bright. So she tried cutting my hair on top of the fresh perm, right? This was like, it was bad. Anyway, the cellophane had gone into the hollows of my hair. So when she cut it, it was even brighter. And she only had her license for a very short period of time. This was kind of like one of her first goes at I didn't care. So of course she got it all over my head, like my forehead and whatever. So I had a purple forehead, and so she used ashes from the ashtray and wiped it to get it off. We had a blast, an absolute blast. So then her boss comes in and goes, "Oh, you match my chairs perfectly," because his chairs were like a bright purpley. It was a blast, absolute blast, absolute blast. With my fine hair, it knotted very bad. And you guys all know I wear headphones to sleep in listening to a story. So I had mats behind my ears like a dog gets. And not brushing it every day. It was just too much. Too much. Done. Anyway, yeah. So back to the story. Ron came to pick me up. He just about drove past because it was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to live with that. And he's got red hair, right? So we clashed. Something bad. Something absolute. And that was before colored hair was really a big thing. It was just starting in our area. I had a lot of fun with it. I did. Not many people want to be seen with me. My father-in-law was not happy. It's like, you don't have to live with me. You don't have to see it every day. I had fun. I've always been of the, you know, whenever I've done that kind of thing to my hair and got it chopped really, really short, the hairdressers, because like I say, it really wasn't the first time. I've had it like this long. So they all get a little leery because my hair, I'd let it get down to my waistband or whatever, and then I get it lopped. But I mean, I haven't even had it trimmed in I don't know how long. So, but I've always been of the opinion that, you know what? Do what you will. It's going to grow. You know what? And if you don't like the way you think it's looking, suggest something and maybe I'll get it redone and fixed the way you think it needs. But it's just hair, guys. It is just hair. It's just hair. Yeah, I'm really easygoing, Carrie. Seriously. There. So everybody is now trimmed. I should have 16. Yeah, 4 different color combos. And so now we need to do some fantastic flowers. What's that? Yeah, when your sons want creative haircuts. My kids, if they wanted to dye it, just do it, You're the one that's got to live with it. And if it makes you happy, who am I to say what the heck? Oh, yes. Yeah, my hair, my choice. So anyway, I said to her, ever since I've become a grandma, I figure I should dye my hair blue because my grandmother always got a blue wash in her gray hair, right? Always. But I want something like this blue. Or you know what I mean? This is the blue I want. And I said it to her and she goes, well, it's doable. So I mentioned it to Ron and I know, Jean, isn't that bizarre? I know. I say, no, did you see? I took all those scraps, I put them in the garbage. I was good. I was good. Take care, Lee. Thanks for coming, hun. Lee does model train layouts. Yeah, it'll grow back. Yeah. All right. So big, beautiful, fan trashy flowers is what I'm thinking. I'll do a couple. It has been an hour and 42 minutes. I'm having fun. What color do you think I should do? Oh, I have this craft of lunch. My goodness. I have just about every color under the sun. Should we do some orange? You know what, guys? Why am I digging in there when I have, where is it? I have, oh, a bin, surprise, with all my scraps. I actually, Jean, you would be very proud. I went through all my scraps and I put them in bags according to color in a box someplace in this mess. And I can't see it because I figured I would use up all those small scraps before I started lopping up big hunks of paper again. There it is. There it is. It's behind me. I'm 67. I turned 67 last Saturday. Look, I have these scraps in different colors, so we could have some fun doing fancy. Let's use this one on there. These ones. Yeah, no, I'm not young. Not young anymore. My kids like my haircut. In fact, I actually sent them pictures of it before I did it, or just after I did it, because I knew they were coming over and I didn't want to shock them. All right, let's do some sort of reddish something on these. I've got this red with a gold tint. Those will make some lovely flowers. So let's just fold it up and start lopping. Jean, when we did these before, did I just do a black marker stem and then doodled white on it? Do you remember what I did? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, so I folded this piece of paper in, 8 pieces? I think so, 8 pieces. We're just going to lop off some sort of flower shape. Oh, maybe we're just going to do like a teardrop-y type shape. Yeah. Well, seriously. I've had long hair more than I've had short hair. Jean, did you answer me, sweetheart? Okay, so we got kind of like a butch. We could have, look, Jean, wherever you are, these are going in the garbage. Look, and you know I could punch little holes out of that, and I'm not. They're gone, gone, gone. Now, where would my glue be? You don't remember? I have a feeling that we just drew the stems. I've got some over there, but well, I'm just going to draw them on and doodle them with white. So these kind of look like hot peppers. And you're not really going to be able to see the flowers, the semi sort of flowers that I did. Exactly, Andrea. Exactly. You know how Janet M. Young says she still has or she's got the humor of a 12-year-old boy? You could say the same thing about me easily. Easily. We know that. We know. We know. Oh. Well, I don't know, Jean, about that. I don't know. Gotta have some in the middle. Gotta have some in the middle. Okay, so I've got the starts of the flowers down. We're definitely going to add to them with something. But first, we're going to get the stems drawn with a black marker like this. Okay, so we've got leaf. Oh, this one doesn't work worth a darn. Bought some new ones. Oh, guys, have I got a mess? You have no idea what kind of a mess is behind me there. There we go. We'll go like this, and we'll have some sort of leafy things like this, holding these together. Not really going to see that on the black leaves I've got happening, but we can adjust. Maybe I should use black paint. Oh, let's get a white gel pen. Use some definition as we go. Do some definition as we go. Well, maybe. Maybe I should use a gel pen that actually works, huh? Look, I threw that in the garbage too, Jean. I have a new one. Beauteous, much better. Oh, yes, look. Look, when you've got one that actually works, guys. Much better. And then this comes this way. That's better. We can see it now. Delete. Oh. Ha ha ha. Yes. I've joined that I don't care club. I like it. You should keep tally of the G word. Yeah. I'm getting better. I'm trying so hard to be better at it, guys. Because, oh, seriously, such a mess. Such a mess. My goodness. Yeah, definitely have to do it as I go along because of those silly black leaves. I shouldn't have done them in black. Should nay have done them in black. But because I didn't know what I wanted to use for focal points, and I really do like the idea of doing the fan trashy flowers so that I can use up some of this stuff. Ooh, maybe you should go in front of that one. Yeah. I'm talking. I'm narrating. We were talking about that the other day about me and my narrating. And yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jean. Wishing you lots and lots of luck. I'm going to be around all day. And I know we're supposed to play today, so shoot me a message when you've got that taken care of. For sure. For sure. Oop, missed the center one. Missed the center point. It's getting there. Oh, thanks, Carrie. This is how I play when I don't have a plan. I make things up as I go along, as we all do. And then I just glue things down randomly and hope for the best. This one is going to come down like this. Like that, all the way to the bottom. And then this one is going to come to the bottom over here. That one is going to go there. I'm just trying to see where I did all my stems. And then this one will join to this one. All right. This was my dilemma, seeing how the stems would go. Because I hadn't really planned on that. There we go. There. That works. Then I can decide if I'm going to polka dot or stripe the stems. Really? Oh no. Yeah, I like to be a mess when I create. It's just part of it. It was actually fun because Ron was helping me do the rolling in the paint of the greenhouse. My wrists can't handle holding the big rollers anymore. So I used like one of my little ones to do the first go. And so by the time we were done yesterday, he was covered in paint, lovely, like his shirt. He learned from me well. Learned from me well. All right. Oh, now you're going to be silly? No, there we go. There we go. All right. So we've got this now. Now we have to add some shading to those flowers. So let's find a red. Let's use this red and see if we can get some shadow happening in here. I don't know if it's working or not. Definitely got to do around the edge of these. I don't know how well it's showing. It's not showing worth a darn, really, guys. We are going to have to use paint. I need a red. Oh, look, I have burgundy. Burgundy will work. Yep. Burgundy will be just fine. So I have a liner brush. We're going to go in the petals there, around the leaves. I think because it had the metallic gold, the pencil crayon wasn't working so well. That looks really, really dark. Oh, nice, Andrea. That's crazy, Sherry. I know that they I knew that they were doing a revamp. I didn't pay much attention to it because, of course, I don't use the bus. Those of you who are unaware, Sherry lives in the city closest to me. The city that Ron and I grew up in and moved out of because I wanted a better life for my kids. I'm quickly doing the shading on these. I know it's kind of boring for you guys. I'm hurrying. And I know I could have dimmed that red down a little bit. Burgundy. But I wanted it to be really, really dark. Sorry if you guys heard that annoying pump going off. I live rurally. I have all kinds of pumps. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. These almost look like carrots. Now that I look at them. And I think what I'll do is I will take a thin black gel pen and I will decorate the back. I'll doodle the back with the thin black gel pen. As I say, I'm just doing this shading, this burgundy for these. So I'm going between the leaves. And just around the edges. Because I want them to look kind of darker there. I do have paint water, muck water. But Sherry, your breathing can be considered if you can't be out in the smoke and stuff, I'm going to take some of this gold and I'm going to do a highlight down the middle of these. Guess I probably should have done white first. That's just fine. It's fine the way it is. Do you? Paint water, paint water. Well, can't you get like a disability tag for that, Sherry? Because being out in the smoke, because I know my sister had it. She had COPD and she had a sticker for her car, but also, so that she could be in the, use handy transit if she needed to. Because even with the breathing issue, it's difficult. Why am I about to dip my pen in the paint? It's, you can't be walking for long, extended bits as well, right? I think they need polka dots, little black dots. Right. Yeah, definitely ask your doctor if there's something that you can get so that you could use handy transit instead of having to take a bus. I think these need little black dots. So I'm going to do this, put some black paint down, and find a toothpick that isn't covered in glue and paint and stuff. They're cute, guys. I like the dots. That was a good call. I'll hold it up so that you guys can see it right away. Don't know if I should outline those paper flowers that I got in the background. When I hold it up, you guys can give me your thoughts on it. They almost look like peppers or something. I have to do something with those maple leaves. They're far too dark. Yeah. I would see if you would be eligible for like the handy transits. Okay, got to do something with these maple leaves because they're far too black. What happens if I do them over in the gold? which would have been easier just to do that in the first place, put the black down and then the gold. Definitely does tone it. What do you think? I like it. It's better. Better. Better, better. Definitely better. I noticed too, Sherry, that Superstore has right now a thing for grocery delivery, and is it Superstore or Sobeys? One of them had grocery delivery. It's a special right now for like $2.99 a month or some silly thing. And I think for the first year it's unlimited. But then too, if you do that, I think you would have to have. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know, but that too is something to look into. And I know that Walmart, any orders over $35 is supposed to be free delivery. But if you're like me, you want to see your produce and stuff before. You don't want somebody else choosing it for you. Oh, that's nice, Sherry. Yeah, yeah, that's very true. I know that on one of my streams I had to laugh because just before I come on, there was a thing on Facebook or whatever or Instagram, and a lady was complaining she'd ordered mushrooms and she ended up getting no, she ordered tampons and she ended up getting mushrooms. Like who in their right mind would substitute that? Okay, no, I'm not a big fan of these big white flowers. I could doodle them, but I think I need to push them into the background somehow. I think they're a bit bright for this one. What do you think? Leave the white as it is or not? Thoughts, ideas? It's just a book board. You know, I could do this. I could do this on them. Tone them down. Now I'm not going to like it, and I'm going to end up painting over them solid or something. We know how you operate, Kim. We know. Mm. Because I'm doodling over the Mod Podge, I'm getting skips in the ink, which is good because otherwise it could be too heavy. Black, which I didn't like for the leaves. Okay. What do you think? Is that better? Oh, thanks, Carrie. Walmart roulette. Yeah. 2 packs of little boy undies? Yes, lovely. Kind of like it with the broken scribbles on. I think it's just too bright for those flowers. Much better. I'm liking it much better. And I really, really like the fact that it's not solid lines being doodled onto them. See, this one's not quite as bad because it's got the gold on it. And the scribbles are showing up much better on the gold because it's paint, not Mod Podge. But that's fine. It is fine. Oh no, Anne, that's brutal. That could be deadly. Definitely a hard no. I mean, I can get my prescriptions delivered. I have no idea what it would cost, but I mean, it's only 10 minutes away in the next town, something like that. So I would just definitely go and get them. This muck water isn't mucky enough to edge with yet, but I will definitely have to do a mucky edge, and then I'll put a solid color on the back after I do the edge. Should I call this one done? I'm going to call this one done. I can always come back to them, right? We're abandoning that. We're not, you know. So I'm going to tone these down now, right even before I start, because it will be much easier. Find a little paintbrush. Oh, my paintbrushes sit beside me. Most of them. We'll use this one. I'll use the gold on all the maple leaves on these to start. Just tone them down because too stark for what I want. And then maybe Need something else to tone that down with. Maybe my muck water will be good enough to tone down the flowers. The white flowers. I just think that they're just too dark. Thank you, thank you. Using up that gold paint, and yay! It really does tone them down. All right. I'm going to use my muck water on these white flowers. They come Mod Podge on them, though. It would probably take a while to dry. We'll try it. I can try it, right? Just paper. Just paper, and we can always make it different. That's all done. I know. So this is kind of like a mucky greenish. Doesn't have much color at all. It's not going to work. It's not nearly colored yet. See? It's pretty clear. Can't use that yet. And seriously, like I say, I haven't been down here to have any muck water right now. Everything's evaporated. How about if I take this blue pencil? We'll see. Okay, pencil crayon doesn't go great over Mod Podge, but it is working. There's a definite difference. I'll hold it up and then you guys can see the difference and tell me what you think. It doesn't really show the difference. I can see it, but it's still not as dark as I would have liked. Let's try darker pencil. Better. Much better. I can get away with that. I'm happy with that. Definitely happy with that. It's just toned it down that bit. No, because it's just like a plastic coating on the bottom of the glass. I mean, if there's still some in the cup, yeah, definitely. But it once it's evaporated completely, I have not been down here much at all. Basically, only when I was streaming, guys. Like, it's been rough. But I'm spending the day down here today because the air is going for a nosedive later. Although I probably should be outside while it's still okay. Because our summers aren't long enough to waste by hiding down in the basement. Much better. All right. I can leave those as is. Much happier. This compared to these. Can you see the difference? No, you cannot. I can. Can you see the difference? Yeah. Yeah, it's acrylics. Definitely much better. Definitely much better. Okay. What color flowers should I do on this one? Oh, don't even look over there, Kim. Don't look over there. Let's grab the I could do some really cool blue-green ones. Look at this. Look at this. That could make some lovely flowers. Hey, Brenda. Oh, nice. I am to the point where I'm doing the focal points. So I decided I'm doing the fan trashy flowers. Because I like them. What about this? That can make some nice flowers. Oh, yeah. I'm going to use this one. I could do some black and white ones, too. Yep. That didn't sound too good. I don't know what I rolled over. Oops. Okay. We're going to get rid of this white stuff. Most of the white stuff. And we're going to fold this up. Oh. And we're going to just bubble cut out some shapes, guys. And whatever it is, we'll turn it into a flower. There's a fold there. We don't want the fold. All right, these are going to be flowers of some sort. There's 4 of them. I threw out the scraps, the garbage. Okay, we could have fun with those. Definitely. Let's do some work on them before I even put them down. Let's put a black center. That one's too round a center. Can I fix that a little bit? No. A little bit. It's okay. It's okay if it's a little mucky. Just make the centers bigger. That works. That'll be fine. That will be fine. So now we can do this. Like that. They're going to go like this on the page. And that burgundy paint that I've got there will look lovely on these. I'm going to make them. I have a plan. I have a plan. I've got so much glue and paint and stuff on my fingers, my word. There. Look at this poor thing. Oh no, Anne. But that's fun. It's fun to have something like that to play with. Okay, so I have this burgundy paint here. I have a liner brush. We're going to do something with this. I want it to kind of look like we got some petals kind of things happening. Kind of like the way I do my roses, but different. Because this isn't metallic paints on these flowers, I will be able to come in and shade with some pencil crayons. So I'm just painting scribble lines, you know, just some scribbly lines like that. And I am going to do those centers with black paint. Because I want them big. I want them big and dark. Because I can. Sorry, I'm not really talking through this to help you guys along if you're playing with me. Okay, so first things first, we're going to outline these flowers with a black gel pen. Oh, I'm so glad I toned those down. This one's going to be a whole lot easier since I toned them down now, you know, instead of having to do it after. All right, so they're outlined. They do. They do. I love them little ones. I don't have little ones anymore. We were just talking about that the other day. You know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use a paintbrush for the stems and the leaves for these ones. Because those markers don't really seem to like this stuff very much. And also, because I can make some fun leaves. And what's cool about this, guys, you know how when I do my fan trashy flowers, I end up cutting them all out? Leaves like this are a real pain in the hiney to cut out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like it. I like it. But we're not done yet. I was doing that because I was waiting for paint to dry. Wow, 2.5 hours. You guys sick of me yet? I'll finish this one and we can call it a day. So now I'm going to take the white and I'm going to go on the outside of all these lines that I did, the swirly burgundies. I think what I'm going to do, some of these. Can you see that? What are you using? Tombow Aqua Glue. Okay. I just use Elmer's Glue All. I do have glue sticks. I'm not a big fan of glue sticks. But I just have cheapy glue sticks as well. That black is still wet. I can't do the little centers on those yet. Not that this burgundy is dry, but I'm not drawing right over it. These are just made up flowers anyway. We're not going for the realistic look. This one's dry. That one's a little dry. So now let's just, I want to add white to the stems and the swirls. Not sure how I want to do it. If I want to do stripes or dots or just follow it. It's still very wet in places. I think I'm just going to follow it. We're going to see what's dry and just do the dry ones first. This one's dry. I'm liking it. Liking it. Maybe I'll do dots down the stems, and since these are supposed to be leaves, they can be different than the stems themselves. Elmer's permanent glue sticks for most paper. Tacky glue, glue all. I do have tacky glue as well, but I find my hands absolutely ache after using them because it's so hard to squeeze. Somebody told me to add just a teaspoon or two of water to it. I may do that. You know what? I think I want this on the stems. I'm liking these guys. It's been a while since I've done fan trashy flowers. Kind of missed them. Have to admit, though, I sure am enjoying having a sewing machine working. Second one's ready. I just haven't gone and picked it up. Third one is sitting here waiting to go in. And I have to talk to him about the fourth one because it's my big industrial machine and it's got a clutch. So I don't know if he needs the whole stand or what. Because if that's the case, that one's just going to have to be used as is with lots of cursing if need be, because I am not going to haul that heavy pig out there. What are we gluing together that is not sticking? What are we gluing together, guys? So those are the two, start to finish. Well, I mean, there's doodling to do as well, but oh, just the glue collections. So yeah, I'm gonna do them all with fan trashy flowers, and don't know what kind of doodling, if any, that I'm gonna be doing on them. Glue collection. Weld bond is a good too. Yeah, I've done that. I've used weld bond when I was doing mosaics. Well, thanks, Andrea. So that's 2 out of 16. At least with the fan trashy flowers, I'll be able to use up a lot of scrap. No tube will be the same because between wobble cutting and the bits of scraps that are left, never thought about a glue collection. Here you are. You know what? I don't have really a. I can't say that. I look over there and I've got like these clear craft glues as well. But it's because I like these containers because I can refill them with my Elmer's um, glue all or whatever. Thanks, Brenda. Yeah, I find matte medium so expensive, so I don't really use it for glue at all. All right, guys, it has been 2 hours and 45 minutes. I have enjoyed every minute of it. It's been a long time since I've actually sat and played and visited, and really appreciate each and every one of you. Glad people found me after I had to start and stop with YouTube because that was silly. So thanks for being here, guys. Everybody that we've been chatting, anybody up in the balcony, and anybody who watches the replay. Big hugs to you all, and I will see you very soon. I am going to be changing my Tuesdays to start at 11 o'clock in the morning instead of 9 Eastern. And I am going to be finding another day a week that I'm going to stream. So stay tuned, and I will post the new times and whatnot. Hugs to you all. Take care. Thanks for being here. And I hope you guys are inspired to make some book boards because we really need them with some of the journals. You know, you really need a flat surface so you can stick in there under pages. Take care, everybody. Big hugs, and I'll see you very soon. Happy Canada Day. Elbows up, my friends. Bye now.